everyone, so today's video is going to be a Q&A video because, long story short, I haven't been as inspired as I would like to be to make other types of videos, like more creative videos and all that. And I really don't want that to keep me from making videos and still talking to the community that I've made here, because you guys are really cool, you're really nice and supportive of everything that I do. I know my videos have not been consistent and I've been making a lot of different content, just experimenting and all. And I miss making my more creative videos, but I just haven't really been inspired, and I think just forcing inspiration really isn't good. So I'm just gonna wait for inspiration to come to me, and until then I'll make these more vloggy type videos of just me talking, which might not be as interesting and cool, but just bear with me. I have one more year until I have to go to college, and until now I thought what I wanted to do was making videos and cinematography and all those cool things. But I've been kind of thinking, is that really what I want to do for the rest of my life? And typical teenager about to go to college problems. I've just been not really sure about what I want to do for the rest of my life. And on top of that, I stopped taking my anxiety medication. It's been making my moods more irregular, and I've been having more panic attacks, and I've just been really annoyed for no reason. Just random symptoms that I wasn't used to because I was on medication, and they're all just coming back, and I just have to get used to them. And with the stuff that I've learned in therapy and over the past year or two that I've been taking medication, I just have to apply the things that I've learned now, because I feel like I'm in a better mind place than I was before I took the meds, obviously. So I think now it'll be easier to manage my anxiety because I had sort of a break period where I had the meds just helping me out. But now I have the things that I've learned and I get to apply them, and hopefully it'll be better. It hasn't been that bad, but obviously it's just something that I have to keep in mind. It's not going to be as easy to go through every day as it was when I was on medication, obviously, because I'm going through withdrawal. But it's fine, everything's okay, I'm fine, I'm completely fine. Okay, it's just sometimes I have weird mood swings, and that's fine, it's normal, it's what I have to go through. Whatever, I just wanted to let you guys know that because I wanted to explain why everything's been all over the place and I haven't been uploading, and then I upload like 3 videos all at once, and it's just, Now, without further ado, let's talk about questions. Who's your fashion inspiration? I can't pick just one. A lot of people have inspired me and continue to inspire me. For example, Abigail introduced me to a bunch of fashion icons that I didn't know in the past, and those obviously kind of shaped my fashion style currently. But I would say the person who has inspired me the most is Jenny Mustard. Sorry I'm talking about Jenny Mustard again, but just she's been such an important person in my life. She's helped me shape my life so much in the past couple of months, whether it's food and lifestyle stuff and fashion. She's just an incredible person, and I'm really glad I stumbled upon her videos. Another one related to fashion: where do you buy your clothes? I actually buy a lot of clothes that are being resold. For example, Goodwill. I go to Goodwill a lot. And there's this app that I found out because of Cutie Pie Merzia. It's called Depop, and I've been using it ever since she talked about it. And it's basically you sell your things and people buy those things, and you can buy other people's things. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Speaking of Depop, great segue to go into something that I wanted to talk about in this video. I actually have a Depop shop where I'm selling stuff, so if you guys would like to buy some of my stuff that I'm selling, I'm gonna put the link down below. It would just help to have money. Going with this whole minimalism thing that I've been having these past few weeks, months, I just want to get rid of stuff. I would love for one of you guys to have some of the stuff that I'm selling, because it's just nice to know that someone who kind of knows me and I kind of know them, we exchange stuff and they buy stuff from me. Yeah, a little promo over. If you want to check it out, it's in the description. Buy it, don't buy it, preferably buy it, because I'm still a student and money helps. What's your view on being vegan so far, and would you recommend it? Would I recommend it? Yes, obviously, yes. Veganism is great. I've been feeling healthier, and the meals are just so colorful and pleasing to look at. There's so many new flavors and combinations that I didn't even know about, and it's all so exciting. I'm still finding new things every day, obviously, because I haven't been vegan for that long, but it's just so exciting. And veganism has been proven to be very good for your health, also mental health and physical health. And not to even talk about animals, which is the meat and dairy industry is just disgusting is the only way to put it, really. I'm not gonna put any clips of disturbing stuff here, but just look it up if you're interested. The animals are treated with no respect, and it's just really, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Plus, if any of you have ever watched Cowspiracy, the documentary, eating animals and animal products is actually so bad for our world. It's even worse than any type of pollution from cars and water that we have at home. The more I look at how disgusting milk is and how they beat up animals and how they're confined in cages and how badly that's actually affecting our earth. I love being vegan, and I would love for my people to be vegan, but I do understand that it's a hard process. And I do understand that some people are not mentally capable right now of going vegan because it does require you to literally change your entire diet and lifestyle. I know that it's hard, and for people who live with their families, with their parents, and if their parents are not supportive, it's even harder because you have to make your own food while you watch your entire family eat something different. And I understand that it's very difficult. I understand if you can't be vegan right now, but I do really urge you to consider it. You can even make it into a future goal, you know, when you're out of your parents' house and have your own place where you can cook your own meals and you're in a better mental state. Really do consider it, is all I have to say, really. You do have to keep in mind that you need other sources of protein other than meat, so like beans. It's not really something you should jump headfirst into just because. You should probably do some research first just to know what kind of vitamins you'll need to substitute the meat and all the dairy. Because if you don't do it right, it can cause some protein deficiency and all those things. That's why you take B12, which is this little vitamin that you can take every day. But that's a whole other thing, and I'm not really qualified to tell you guys about all of these things because I haven't been vegan for very long, and I'll probably just say things that are not true. If you are actually interested, really do some research, because I would hate for some of you to be like, hey, I'm eating, you know, vegetables, and then, you know, not having the benefits of veganism that you should have because you're not eating protein and all these things. So yes, do I recommend veganism? Absolutely, yes, 100%. But I understand that not everyone can do it right this second, and that's okay. Also, do your research. What do you like to do during the summer? Also, what are your favorite bands and singers? My summer has been all over the place, really. I've just been trying to keep occupied, going to places with friends and with my parents, and luckily I live in an extremely beautiful neighborhood where I have a pool and all these things that I can do. Like, I can go to the gym in my neighborhood. I started going to American Sign Language classes with my mom. I became a vegan. You know, I've just been trying to keep occupied and learning new things. I've been trying to change my life a little bit and how I operate because, you know, I was just craving change, really. Also, take some time for yourself. It is the summer break. You can watch a few episodes of your favorite show, or you can watch new shows. You can learn about new things on YouTube. There's a lot to do in life. There's so much to do. So one thing that I really urge you not to do is spend your entire day in a closed room with your blinds down, because that's really not healthy. If you're prone to having depression, that's even worse. Bottom line is, do whatever you want during the summer. Just try to have variety and don't do the same thing over and over again, which I used to do. I used to just spend all my days in my room during the summer because, you know, I was like, haha, it's vacation, I can do whatever I want, I'm just relaxing, haha. But I would find myself getting into this depressive mind state. Try to go out, try to learn new things. The internet, it's such an amazing place to learn new things. You can learn about botany, you can learn a new language, you can learn about an entire new culture, you can look into a new religion. There's just so much. So yeah, keep busy and open your blinds because light is very important for you and really helps with depression. As for my favorite bands and singers, I'm not going to go into that in this video because that will be a very long video. If you want to know, I have an entire page on my blog with a bunch of artists that I recommend. I also have a Spotify playlist with my favorite songs if you want to listen to it. And maybe in the future I'll make a video about my music taste and the artists that I recommend, and you know, just let me know if you want that or not. What's your favorite soundtrack? Moonrise Kingdom soundtrack has always been my favorite go-to soundtrack. It just puts me in a very cheery and happy mood, but it's also very calm at the same time. You know, it's all in one. I really enjoy it, really recommend it. Also, if you have not seen Moonrise Kingdom, please do. It's an amazing movie, and all of Wes Anderson's movies. If you have not seen a Wes Anderson movie, please watch one. Any of them. All of them are great, and the cinematography is just Yes. I also really like Studio Ghibli movie soundtracks and Disney movie soundtracks. Who inspires you and motivates you in life? Let's get cheesy here for a moment. My parents are actually the people that inspire me the most. I aspire to one day be as great of a parent as they've been for me. They're very accepting, but they're still harsh at times when they need to be, and I understand when they are harsh because, you know, I'm not an adult yet. I need to know the rules. And my dad is very, very hardworking and motivated to do things. He does so much, always so much, and I really strive to be like him one day. And my mom is very calm and very knowledgeable on all sorts of topics. She just has such a passion for learning things. I really, really want to know as much as her one day. And also finally, my brother, because he's such a good person, and when I was his age, I didn't know half of the things he knows. I was just a little scene wannabe kid online. But he's just sensitive, and he knows when things are appropriate and when things aren't appropriate. I'm just so proud of him for being so educated on all types of issues. He's a good kid. Teen, sorry. He's not a kid anymore. He's a teen. I keep forgetting he's a teen, and it's really weird because we're only a few years apart, but I still see him as my little sibling, but he's not a kid, and neither am I. Anyways, let's not talk about that. That has been my Q&A. Let me know if you liked it or if you didn't like it, and if you want more, because, you know, this is kind of fun. I feel like I got to connect with you guys, and feel free to answer any of the questions that I got asked in the comments below. I really do like interacting with you guys, and I love it when you comment, and I get to read the comments, and I almost always reply. So yes, thank you for being great pals. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a lovely day. Bye!